Everybody, Jax570 here with not another tutorial, but more of a short discussion, mainly just talking about the future of my channel, after looking at some statistics from my YouTube account. So basically, I am still planning on doing the Destruction series. Due to my current living situation, it's put on hold, but nonetheless I can still do smaller tutorials in my spare time. So with that being said, I was just looking through my YouTube account and I see that my top 3 videos, you know what, I don't see what's wrong with pulling this over. My top 3 videos here: how to make snow, how to make rain, how to make a lightning particle effect. For the most part, these are vastly more popular than quite a few of my other tutorials. Some of them have gotten quite a bit of popularity, but nonetheless, basically what I'm trying to get at here is it seems to me like you guys really like weather. Weather and natural, like particle effects, stuff to enhance your environment that you guys already have. So adding rain with maybe some trickling water down some windows, stuff like that, just to push your environment one step further, to make it just come alive. So excuse me, I've been thinking up of a few tutorials for Unreal Engine 4, since it has potentially limitless power. Well, from what we know of right now, there's just tons of tutorials running through my head. So to begin with, I'm probably going to redo Lightning, the Lightning tutorial I had in the UDK, but I'm going to update it. And as far as I know, I think the Unreal Engine 4 actually has a more dynamic way of doing it, so the lightning bolt actually changes every time, so that would be pretty sweet. I'm thinking about doing a sandstorm, something like this. I don't know if this was, the Dust Bowl. I think it'd be kind of cool to do like a sandstorm that you'd see in like Saudi Arabia or something. Another thing I'm thinking of doing is a blizzard, like whiteout conditions, to try and recreate that kind of feeling. I've never been in whiteout conditions, but I certainly feel like it could be really useful as a tutorial. Also, probably not going to redo the light snow, the one that I did for the UDK, unless I could add something like maybe some slight wind gusts to it to change up the direction to make it a little bit more dynamic. So I might do that. Another thing I might do is adding heat waves to your environment. I think that also in a desert environment, I think that would really just push it that extra mile, taking your environment to a whole new level of realism. It's those little things added up together that makes a really good environment. It's not how good you model, it's not how good your textures are, although those are important, and you won't hear it coming from me that it's not important, but it's the additional details that people see that just say, you know, this guy cares about what he does. He wants to, or he or she or whatever, wants to push this environment as far as they can. So, I mean, just a little side note. Let's see, what else am I thinking of? Another thing that is new to Unreal Engine 4, at least as far as I know, is clouds that can cast shadows and can they can actually remain lit. Basically, they can accept lighting information, and so you can get dynamic shadows that are rendered in real time and are accurate. This isn't exactly a good idea for like a sky, because your machine would run like at 3 FPS, but for something like some steam coming out of a pipe, you could add that with specifically like some steam coming out of a pipe, and then you have a red light flashing in the background. Now, see, that would cause a really like a big bump in overall immersion, and it would make the environment feel so much more believable, because now that little cloud texture is receiving light, and it's casting a shadow too. So that's one I'm definitely thinking about doing. Another one is doing a rain tutorial, but it's going to be totally different than what I did before. I know some people didn't like it. I know a lot of people did like it, but I'm thinking about redoing it, and I'm going to really push it the extra mile. And what I mean by that is the rain part of the tutorial will basically have the same premise. Basically, you make a texture, you bring it into the engine, you create the particle effect, you have that. But I'm also thinking about adding effects like water trickling down windows, water trickling down some wood, how to make those changes really make your environment come to life. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is some other but like weather-based effects, something like maybe a hurricane, an environment that is kind of in a hurricane right now. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd actually have to make the environment first to be able to simulate this, but it could be pretty cool down the line. Something that I think a lot of people have been wanting to do for a very long time is be able to recreate the effect that we first saw in Uncharted 2, and that is how the snow reacts when you walk through it. Now that we have a character model in the Unreal Engine 3 or in the Unreal Engine 4, along with it being third person, I can far more easily get in there and make that happen, because I'm not an animator. I'm not a character modeler either. So getting those kinds of resources to make a tutorial in Unreal Engine 3 was unrealistic for me. But in the Unreal Engine 4, I'm pretty sure I can recreate that kind of an effect. So hopefully that's not one I'll do real soon either. I'm just kind of laying out where I'm trying to go with my channel. Another thing I was thinking about doing, this is relatively easy, is creating a tornado that does in fact have physics enabled. So start picking up stuff that has physics enabled, start swinging it around, throw it in places. You know, a dynamic tornado that you would kind of expect to be picking junk up and tossing it and throwing it miles away. So I kind of hope to be doing that one sooner rather than later, but we'll see. So those are the things I've kind of thought up, and this is really just I would have liked to have an actual camera to do this on film, because you guys aren't seeing a whole lot here other than some random pictures on a Google image search, but nonetheless it helps me illustrate my point, and I'm trying to create some weather effects here for you guys based on what's been most popular on my channel so far. If you guys want to narrow it down, and so I know more specifically what you guys really, really want, or if you guys could say, you know, you're totally off base, even though the statistics say this, it's not what we want this, please tell me in the comment section. If you want, go to my Facebook page, it's in the description, message me there, I'll get there first. Just tell me what direction you guys want me to go in, I'll go in it, basically. And it looks to me like this is kind of the direction that most people want. So without any comments or anything like that, I'm going to continue making tutorials, but it's going to be more directed, for the most part, going to be more directed towards weather-based effects, stuff to really kind of push your already made environments. With that, what I'll probably do is I'll be making an environment, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it to the Unreal Engine 4 Marketplace, which can be found here. You just open up the Unreal Engine 4 Marketplace. Nothing has been added by any other users. I believe it will be found here. If not, I will link you guys to where it can be found. It might be in community. Nonetheless, I'll upload it to a place where it's very easily accessed. You guys can download the environment, and then you guys can follow the tutorials. So this, considering I'm making an environment for these weather effects, the weather effects will probably come in quite a bit down the line, maybe a month from now or so. I want to make this environment really good, and then you guys will have all the source files, so we're going to be starting on the same page. So, well, I think that just about wraps up everything I wanted to run past you guys. Again, I reiterate, go into the comment sections, go into my Facebook page, comment away, tell me if I'm on the right path, tell me if I'm just crazy, whatever. With that, I think that just about wraps it up. Well, yep, that just about wraps it up. So I will see you guys in the next tutorial, which I'm hoping to get up here in the next few days. Until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.